Hello everyone. Today we will travel back in time to the world of ancient Rome. Rome was more than soldiers and emperors. It was a place of myths, legends, and stories that shaped history. The Romans told tales of gods and heroes. They believed in destiny, courage, and honor. These stories gave meaning to their daily lives. In this video, we will explore some of the most famous legends of ancient Rome. At the same time, you will practice English with simple words and clear sentences. From the founding of Rome, with Romulus and Remus, to the glory of gladiators and emperors. These stories will help you learn English while discovering the secrets of the past. So get ready for a journey through time, where history and legend meet. Part 2. The Founding of Rome. Long ago, in the land of Italy, there were two twin brothers, Romulus and Remus. Their story is half history and half legend. It begins with danger. As babies, they were abandoned by the river Tiber, but a she-wolf found them and gave them milk. Later, a shepherd discovered the twins. He raised them as his own children. Romulus and Remus grew strong and brave. When they became men, they dreamed of building a new city. But the brothers could not agree. They argued about where the city should stand. In anger, Romulus fought Remus. Remus died, and Romulus became the first ruler. He gave the city his name, Rome. This legend shows the Roman spirit, courage, ambition, and the will to build something great, even through struggle and sacrifice. Part 3. Gods and Heroes. The Romans believed their city was protected by powerful gods. The most important god was Jupiter, king of the sky. He ruled with thunder and lightning. Another great god was Mars, the god of war. Romans said that Romulus, the first king of Rome, was the son of Mars. This made war and courage part of Rome's identity. There was also Venus, the goddess of love and beauty. Many Roman families believed they came from her bloodline. This gave them pride and a sense of destiny. The Romans also told stories about heroes. Some were borrowed from the Greeks, like Hercules. Others were uniquely Roman, like Aeneas, a hero who traveled from Troy to Italy. He was said to be an ancestor of Romulus. For the Romans, these gods and heroes were not just stories. They were examples of strength, honor, and purpose. They gave the people courage to fight, to build, and to lead. Part 4. Gladiators and the Colosseum. One of the most famous symbols of Rome is the Colosseum. It was a giant arena in the heart of the city. Tens of thousands of people came to watch the games. The most popular fighters were the gladiators. Many were slaves or prisoners of war. They trained to fight with swords, shields, and armor. Gladiators battled each other, sometimes even wild animals like lions and tigers. The crowd cheered loudly. The emperor often decided if a fighter lived or died. For the Romans, these games were more than entertainment. They showed courage, discipline, and the power of the empire. The Colosseum reminded the world that Rome was strong. But the games also revealed the cost of power. Many lives were lost to please the crowd. This mix of glory and tragedy made the gladiators legendary. Part 5. Caesar and the Empire. Another legend of Rome is the story of Julius Caesar. He was not a god or a hero for myth. He was a real man, but he became larger than life. Caesar was a brilliant general. He led Roman armies to victory in many lands. He expanded the power of Rome farther than ever before. But Caesar also wanted more than military success. He wanted control of Rome itself. He crossed the Rubicon River with his army, a decision that started a civil war. When Caesar won, he became dictator of Rome. Some people loved him as a strong leader. Others feared he would become a king. In the year 44 BC, Caesar was killed by men he once trusted. They stabbed him in the Senate, shouting for liberty. Yet his death did not end his legend. Instead, it made him immortal in history. Even today, the name Caesar means power and empire. Part 6. Daily Life Myths and Beliefs. The legends of Rome were not only about gods and emperors. They were also part of daily life for ordinary people. Romans believed in many superstitions. They thought certain days were lucky, and others were dangerous. They believed that spirits lived in their houses. Every family offered food to the household gods. This was a way to protect the home. Romans also looked for signs in the sky: a bird flying left or right, a storm before a journey. All were seen as messages from the gods. Even the smallest things had meaning. A spilled drink, a broken dish, or a dream could be a sign of fortune or danger. For the Romans, religion and daily life were never separate. The myths gave order to their world. They explained what was unknown and gave people confidence in the face of fear. Part 7. Legacy of Rome's Legends. The legends of ancient Rome did not die with the empire. They continued to live through history, art, and language. Many Roman gods still give names to our planets: Mars, Venus, Jupiter, Saturn. Every time we look at the night sky, we remember Rome. Roman heroes also became symbols of courage. Stories of Aeneas, Romulus, and Caesar still inspire books, movies, and even modern leaders. Even in the English language, we find words from ancient Rome. Words like arena, empire, triumph, victory come directly from Latin. Rome's legends also influenced law, politics, and architecture. The idea of a republic, great stadiums, and arches are part of our world today. The legacy of Rome is everywhere. It shows us the power of stories to shape nations, cultures, and even languages. Part 8. Conclusion. The legends of ancient Rome are more than old stories. They are lessons about courage, power, destiny, and hope. From Romulus and Remus to Caesar, from the gods of the sky to the gladiators of the arena, these tales show us how Romans saw their world. For us today, they are also a way to learn. By exploring these legends, you are not only practicing English, you are also discovering the roots of Western culture. The past speaks to the present, and when we listen, we grow in wisdom. Now, I want to ask you, which Roman legend inspired you the most? Write your answer in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you will not miss the next story. This way, you will continue learning English through powerful and inspiring stories. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.